Good day, folks, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Gothic. Now, last episode we made our way towards this mine here. This is the old mine. The new mine looks kind of the same, at least texture-wise, but is slightly smaller. But first, we're gonna talk to Drake before we do anything.
Can you tell me anything about the mine?
It's a mine,
this
you know?
part we're standing in now is the main shaft.
Really?
The system of catwalks takes you down to the bottom. And
Okay.
they're digging for ore everywhere. But you need to be careful. There are many minecrawlers there as well.
Well,
Right
we're
at
not
the
gonna go
bottom
there,
is
though.
the smelting place. We're smelting a part of the ore to use it right there.
Alright. Tell me more about the mine. How about that?
If you want to know more, go to Viper. He's the smelter.
That sounds
Or
good
talk
enough.
to Ian. He's the boss. He organizes everything here in the mine.
Okay.
Where can I find Ian?
Ian? Is the
He's
question.
right in the middle of the main shaft, next to the storeroom.
Storeroom
Oh,
sounds
one more
nice.
thing. You know Thorus, don't you?
Yep.
Forget him.
What?
There's just one person who has the say in here, and that's Ian. He's the boss. If you get into trouble with him,
He's the boss,
you'll be in
okay.
trouble with us all. Understood?
Of course, sir.
What do I need to look out for in the mine?
You mean besides the
Minecrawlers,
minecrawlers?
mainly. Dangerous beasts. We've had to give up a few caves because of them. They've eaten quite a few diggers, too.
Yummy.
Tell me about the crawlers.
Oh, but my tongue's so dry.
Oh, come on!
Bring
You
me
don't
a
want a
beer,
beer, do
and
you?
I'll tell you something about the crawlers.
Do I have a beer?
Here,
I do
drink
have
to
a
my
beer,
health.
incidentally. Huh. Preparation? Or coincidence? I think the first.
Well, crawlers live in large packs, mostly in the side caves. They've never attacked us here in the main shaft yet. If you ever meet one of them, run.
Nope.
Or stand with your back to the wall. That way you may stand a chance.
Stand with your back against the wall
See
so
ya.
you may stand a chance. I love these subtle jokes. Alright. Who is this? Oh, Santino. Okay.
Can I trade things with you?
Yeah, that
I
would
have
be cool.
everything you need. What I don't have is no use to you anyway.
That is reassuring. Just a little bit of ore, actually. That's all he has, basically. But that's good enough for me. I only want the ore anyway. I'll keep the pickaxe for the moment. Might be useful at some point. You never know. Alright. Templar. A guard. Yeah, you don't want to open these boxes because that would get you in trouble. And of course, we don't want to get into trouble. Right, this place is a little bit weird to get down to. Especially because you could potentially climb down the ladders, but we're not going to. We're just gonna take down the normal rocky way, so to speak. And on the way, I'm going to collect all the mushrooms that I can get. Potentially every single one of them. I don't need them too much, but it's always good to have backup healing food or anything like that in the earlier game. Now, I believe there is a cave here that I can look into. And I suppose I can show you... Okay, diggers. Huh, I thought there were minecrawlers here. Never mind. No minecrawlers here. At least not from the first sight. Alright, let's climb down the ladder. Also notice, we are floating in the air. Yeah. That is how we're doing things. The way they never work. Brandick. And you are? Guard! Okay, let's talk to Brandick. Let's not talk to Brandick because he has nothing to say. There's a torch. Wonderful. Hello. Hello.
The guards will never get me.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh, come
I
on.
only work when the
Really?
guards are nearby, or they can see me. Otherwise, I just hang around here.
Don't they
Okay.
get suspicious?
Yeah, well, of course I dig less ore than all the others do. It's not always enough. so I have to do a bit of trading. I keep my ears open, so I get to know many useful things. You don't happen to have some ore on you? Let's say about 10 ore?
Why would I have 10 ore for you? So you can give me information? No,
Well,
thank you. I'm not the one who is, like, giving him ore so he can dig less. Supporting cheating is not the way things go. Actually, we could potentially do that. Do I feel like a bad man? No, I don't. Yeah, you can report him to the guards, but he can potentially give you something later, information-wise. Actually, how about actually giving him 10 ore? Come on.
All right, here's 10 ore for you.
Thanks. If you go to the main shaft and follow the catwalks further down, you'll soon get to 2 side caves. There's a guard in the second one, and there's also an old masher. There's a healing potion lying about somewhere.
Great.
But be careful, and beware of the crawlers. And if you need or hear something, come back to me. I'm sure I'll be able to help.
Have you got any other useful
Indeed.
information?
Sure. Have you got 10 ore?
I think
Good
that's
luck.
enough for now.
Well,
Okay, so there's a healing potion potentially that you can get. Also, you could potentially go down that, well, cave here. That little crevasse. But for the time being, I'm not feeling particularly too strong for that. And also I want to save before we climb that ladder. Because I think this is one of the ladders that could actually make you fall down. And if we could, there we go. Because sometimes ladders don't let you climb up high enough and you will fall down. Unless... okay, this works out. Good, good, good. Sometimes this happens and I'm not really sure why, but it's really annoying. And you can't really tell that from the... wow, what the hell is this catwalk? This looks like Leonardo da Vinci on drugs. Like, seriously. They have... nope. Great! I'm frozen again. And now I'm... I don't know what I'm doing, actually. There we go. There. Sometimes really weird. Snipes, hello.
How's things?
I have a deal to suggest.
That
If
would
you
be...
make Aaron leave the chest alone, I'll give you 10 ore.
okay.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this guy here is Aaron. And potentially we can talk to him and make him go away from the chest, so we can loot it ourselves, by the way. Ian sent me.
Ian sent me. You should go to see him at once.
What does he want?
No idea. Ian will tell you that himself. Do you think he'd tell me something like that?
Then I'll go to see him.
Alright,
Let me pass.
there. Go. So we've got to wait a little bit for Aaron to go somewhere else, especially going down, before you can open the chest. And Ian should be down there where these red banners are. So Aaron is going to go down there, while I'm going to loot the chest. So... great. Okay, I can't open the chest, but possibly I can get the key, can't I?
You owe me 10 ore.
Here, you've already earned the 10 ore. Oh, and one more thing. I have the key to his chest as well. For you, only 30 ore.
Give
There
me the
you
key.
go.
You made good business there.
I just wonder what you get out of it.
I'm always glad when I can get one over on the guards. And if they found the content of the chest with me, I'd be a dead man.
So the key is not a problem, but the
later.
content would be. Great. Oh, another hell mushroom. Gotta pick that up. And now I'm gonna open the chest here. Lots of ore, a beer, and a spell scroll. A scroll. There we go. Up here, I believe, is nothing. No. So now we can go further down. Ooh, ominous appearance of hut. Doesn't tell us anything, but it's quite obvious that even though this place is really small, that even in here, graphics are reloading. Right. Well, let's try to get in here. There's Ulbert.
What's in the storeroom?
Indeed.
That's none of your business.
Oh, really?
Standing around for so long must make you thirsty.
You bet, man. I could use a good swig now. Got anything on you?
Sure, I've got a beer.
There you go.
How about
Have one on
that?
me as well.
Thanks.
Is there anything special in the storeroom now?
Indeed.
Some chest that we store supplies in. The keys disappeared, though.
Disappeared?
I bet Aleph was involved. That guy can't be trusted.
Okay, so basically, if you want to get to the chest of the storeroom, you have to get that key. And Aleph is the one you might want to talk about that, so we're gonna go up again and go back to the cave where Aleph is and talk to him about the key. Potentially, we might be able to loot the chest. And what other things is there to do in a roleplay game than looting chests, getting loot, equipping stuff, and all that good
I'll see
measure.
you later.
Yeah. Misclicked on him, didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, of course! Killing enemies and leveling up. How could I forget that? Now, we do take a little while to get back to him. But obviously, it's a very good idea. And also you can lure Ulbert away once you actually have the key. That might be a good option to do that. Because otherwise you will lure him away, you'll get the key afterwards, get back to where the storeroom is, and voila, he's back where he was before. So that would be not really a good idea, would it? Now let's talk to Aleph. Again. By the way, he's digging now. Right.
Do you know anything about the key for the chest in the storage shed?
Well, that depends.
That depends how much ore
On how
I pay,
much
huh?
ore I'll give you?
Oh yeah.
You learn fast.
So how about 30?
30 ore should be enough.
All right. I happen to have the key here.
Good luck.
It's good to know that every key in this whole mine belongs to two diggers that happen to have the key somewhere stocked in their sides or in their pockets. It's very interesting to see that, honestly. Because the guards, well, they don't care if a key's missing. But how do you actually open the chest when you don't have the key, I wonder? To store anything in there? I don't know. Do you actually open the chest with, I don't know, a crowbar or anything? Or some kind of wood? And then put the things in it? Nail it closed and then open it again once you need it? Or what do? I mean, you don't have the key for it. It's pretty dumb, honestly, but you know. As it so happens, I have a key, and that is always good. Now, what you should also note is there are some things over there, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure anymore. It's a little while ago since I've done that, but there could be something up here. Is there something up here? Nah. I was thinking there might be, but there isn't. Alright. Let's talk to Ulbert. Let's talk to... There we go.
Listen, Ian and the others are sitting at the bottom having grilled meat.
What? Without me? Well, I'll collect my share. Let me pass.
Sure. Let's go, Ulbert. I won't stop you. Let's see that he walks away a little bit, so it doesn't matter where he is. And then we're gonna raid the storehouse. And we'll get apples, beer, and lots of ore. And fireball scrolls. Quite powerful, especially later on. And more spell scrolls. And that's it, what you find in the warehouse. Or storehouse. Lots and lots of ore is always nice.
A new face. Have you ever dug ore, boy?
Not really. But
you
the
been
question
here long?
is, why do you ask?
I've already been here 10 years. Oh, believe me, I've learned and experienced quite a lot here. I've encountered many dangers. And managed to stay
Oh, this guy sounds
alive.
interesting.
In the old times, when we worked in the abandoned mine, the one which is deserted now, and the supporting beams collapsed. But that's old stories.
Good to know.
Good luck.
Same to you, boy.
We're gonna
Same to
leave them
you.
to their digging, mining their own business.
Hey, you! If you try to make a fool out of me again, you've had it. You got that?
Huh. Actually, how about
Hey,
that?
don't you miss the key to your chest?
Indeed. I don't even want to guess how or why you know about the key. But I'll give you 20
Well.
ore if you get it back for me.
You can have it back here.
Here's your key.
Yeah, that's it. Well, here's your 20 ore like we agreed.
Thank you.
But you'd better watch out in future. From now on, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
You better keep both eye on me.
Hey, you, there was no grilled meat at all.
Oh, I guess I must have been mistaken. Have a good day.
This is nice. Yeah, we can sell the key for
Let
the
me pass.
storehouse on that there, but just go, dude. And we can
Can I
trade
trade
with
things
him
with
as
you?
well.
Yep. Anything you want, if you have ore.
Let's see, 50 ore. Key to the store. I'm gonna sell the torches. And we're gonna sell the fireball spell scrolls. We're gonna sell the all but one light scroll. And we're gonna keep the fireball for now. And this is more ore for me. Oop. Didn't wanna lock onto Ian there. Just a normal. Whoa! Lots of ore there! There! Holy moly! That's a lot of ore! Though we cannot collect anything of it, unfortunately, but that's a lot of ore. Right. Are you Ian?
the boss of the mine?
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm Ian, and this is my mine.
My
So
mine.
don't touch or break anything.
Oh, seems to be a Latino man, eh? Isn't that Gomez's mine?
Isn't that Gomez's mine?
Yeah, of course, this is the mine of the old camp. But in here, there's only one boss, and that's me.
Good to know.
Can you tell me something about the ore production here?
We dig for ore day and night. This means a storage of 200 sacks per month, and another 20 sacks which will be melted down. Hundreds of blades can be forged with the ore we supply to the king.
Alright.
I've heard that the ore has magical qualities. Tell me about it.
The magic ore does have special qualities. Weapons forged from it don't break. Their blades are sharper than usual ones. An army equipped with these weapons has a decisive advantage in battle.
Tell me more about the ore.
Unfortunately, the magic powers of the ore vanish during the smelting process. They know the right smelting technique in the blast furnaces of Nordmar. But even without the magic powers, weapons made from this ore are extremely resistant and do more damage than normal weapons.
That sounds good.
Tell me about the mine.
If you want to look around here, you need to be careful. There are minecrawlers in the caves. You better stay in the main shaft. And leave the Templars alone. Even if they only hang around most of the time, they're the best fighters you can ever have at your side when it comes down to the crawlers.
It's good to know that you
I'll keep
don't
that in
even
mind.
talk
That's
about
the
your
work
own
to do,
gods,
and
you
don't
know,
keep
the
my
Templars
boys
seem to
from
be the
doing their
better
work.
I'll just have a
god
look around
keepers.
here.
Alright, but I'm actually here about something
Diego sent
else.
I'm to collect the list.
All right, here's the list. Tell them to hurry up with the deliveries.
We shall.
I'll just have a look around.
Don't make any trouble.
No, 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 no. You won't see me making any trouble. No way. Unless you've already not seen me taking care of some, well, randomly placed chests. You know, the ones you don't have a key for. That's always good to know. There's mushrooms, and mushrooms, and more mushrooms, and more mushrooms.
There was a time when things would...
Now these are spine crawlers. Mine crawlers! And they are quite tough at the beginning, so you don't want to fight them right now. However, later on you can attack them together with these two Templars. And you want to do that, trust me, because they're worth quite a lot of experience as well. You could also go into this cave to the right hand side, but I'm not going to just yet. Because there are also mine crawlers there, and you will need to go there later anyway. So we don't need to do that at the moment. Anyone I can talk to? Not really. I believe there's also a trader down here. On the very, very lowest level here. I believe that's the smelter himself, the Viper, that we can talk to about trading and stuff. Oh, an orc! An orc slave, to be exact. Let's talk to Viper. I said let's talk to Viper. Stop doing that stuff. Talk to me.
I hear you're the smelter.
I believe he
You're a
is.
smart boy indeed.
Thank you.
I hear you only melt down part of the ore.
Some time ago, we used to melt a lot down, but Gomez and the Majors were not too happy about that. They hung around here for weeks to examine the ore and everything else. They fiddled about and stuck their noble noses in things they didn't have a clue about.
That sounds good.
Finally, we only smelted a part of the ore. The Majors never came back here.
Can you give me ore?
If
So
you
simple.
can give me any goods.
What? Oh, you mean that? Haha, okay. Yeah, he sells me ore. Lots and lots of ore. If I potentially wanted that. But actually I don't at this point. So, another mushroom. Isn't there actually a weapon here somewhere? I have to look around here. I can remember something. But we're gonna keep that for next episode. So when we come back, folks, we're gonna explore some caves here. And I believe there's something I want down here. So, I will see you next time.